What is happening, world? My name is Jeff Redston, and I want to welcome you to ShedTalk. Yo, hopefully, fifth time's a charm. Damn, I have tried to record this now 5 times. So, what is happening, world? As always, thank you, Doggo, for that dope fucking boom bap. I appreciate it. It always sets the mood for me. Damn. What? That's all I could do. That is all I could do is laugh this shit off. Oh, man. This just shows that, yes, it is supposed to be. Once again, my name is Jeff Redston, and it is breaking news right now. The Big 12 had to agree to give out injury reports. So now we are moving in the right directions for us gamblers who are piping so much money into this damn sport. So amped for that because, as more breaking news, I'm coming out of tournament retirement. Yes, it's been what? Since 2019 since I've played in a tournament. My man in every aspect, my hero, my teacher, my uncle of this game. He, my mother's brother. He got sick, then got that damn cancer and ended up passing away. So, fought a good fight, but hadn't played a tournament since. I've wanted to play in the Millions at Circa and the Survivor there. Haven't played the SuperContest. It's just been hard. It's weird. Football definitely has been different betting without him, because I always loved cutting up the shit with him, and no one ever would cut up the shit like him with me about ball. That's why I love all those folks on Twitter just cutting the shit up with me, because you're the ones that keep my mind going, because no one else really, especially around here where I'm at, we don't talk about the gambling, and I don't like BYU, so it's hard for me up here. That's why I skirt out to the casino every damn week to get my game on. But like I said, coming out of retirement for the new SuperContest College edition. I always said if they had an awesome college contest, I would get back into it. And fucking sure enough, SuperBook and WestGate come together again to put together this contest. 7 teams picking against the spread. It is going to be absolutely phenomenal. I'm excited to see the first drop of the spreads. I want to see how many games they're actually going to give us. If we're going to get a whole bunch, it's going to be awesome. Last checked in, there was like 250 people in. Come on, people, get on in. It's only $500 fucking dollars. It's hard to hold back and not buy all 10, but we're going to roll with one this year, dip our toes back in, get our feet wet, and try to get into that top 10, if not win this bitch to get paid out. I'm so stoked. I can't wait. It's an honor to get back into it, especially with college, with that being my second favorite thing to gamble on besides my favorite sport, favorite thing near and dear to my heart, horse racing, baby. But with college, everybody breaks down conferences, divisions of the conferences, their top 20, the top 25, AP polls, coaches polls, CBS polls, ESPN polls, all the polls on polls, poll fight. Oh, fuck that shit. I'm going to give you the top 20 teams out of the 136, I think it is, Division I teams that I'm going to keep my eye on. I combed through. Thank goodness. I haven't been able to get my hands on a Docs book in like 2 years. But my people at BetUSPA for me are saving my ass the last 2 years. Being able to get, I love their book. It's awesome. My daughter laughs because I make my own little notes and everything in there, and it's just how I do it. Like I say, I'm studying. But I comb through the conference schedule, overall schedule, what they did last year, who's transferring in. The NIL's been making this shit mind-boggling. I love it because it keeps my mind going because I could read all damn day about this. But I'm going to give you the top 20 teams that I'm following / using in this tournament. And then at the end, I'll give you the futures that we got back in April and in May and again in June. And I have a few from July. And when I go to Vegas in 10 days to go sign up for the contest, I will be making a few more at SuperBook. So let's get it started. It's that Green Wave out of Tulane. They were 9-4 last year, 7-1 in conference. I feel that they could potentially do the same again in conference, if not better. I see 1 to 3 losses altogether. Maybe Duke at home, but we'll see. Duke is a kind of an iffy team to me this year. I want to watch them the first 4 or 5 games. Then they play Ole Miss on the road. That's going to be a fucking crazy environment. And I'm trying to go there and to a Memphis game. That's the other team that they're playing on the road. Both those games are a couple 100 miles apart. My mother-in-law lives north of Memphis, and Ole Miss is just down the road, like an hour and a half, hour 45 drive. So I want to go sometime and go watch a Ole Miss game and enjoy that environment. Because when I lived in South Carolina, whoa, Columbia and Clemson, they do. SEC is just a different beast. I will always be amazed by that. But I want to go see what Ole Miss has got. But back to Tulane. From their center right is all brand new. Center, right guard, right tackle, all transferred in with a quarterback transfer, especially one from here where I'm at, just up the road. He had some issues happening here with a young lady, but he dipped out and ended up in Tulane. So we'll see what him and the rest of them do. They do have great wide receivers and a running back, and interested to see this right side of the line, because if it all comes together, they are going to be a beast to handle. So I have them in the 40s in my rankings, if you want to put it that way, like 45-ish. On to Team 19 that I am following. It is them Golden Gophers of Minnesota. They were 7-5 last year, 5-4 in conference. Everybody's like, what the fuck? That I have talked to them about college football, but it's like, yo, because of that schedule, they got a really nice conference schedule. Except they got a 6-game stretch that is going to be tough as hell. But I see 2 to 4 losses. I like the coaching staff. Their defensive coordinators and coaches are some of my favorite. That tough stretch I was talking about is from like October 4th through November 14th. They got some stacked teams in there, so we'll see what happens. They do have a new place kicker. He's transferring in from Sacramento, or not Sacramento. You see what's on my mind. From Syracuse. So we'll see how he does kicking outdoors in that cold ass weather on the back half of that season. We're gonna head down to Texas, to San Antonio, to that UTSA Roadrunners. Last year they were 6-6 and 4-4 in conference. I got them ranked like 70-ish, 71. Their first month is tough on their schedule, but once they get past that, they could run the table. Maybe one loss to Tulane. We'll see how both are working by then. Tons of transfers on the defensive side, so we'll see what comes about from that. I am excited for football season, and especially for me because here, being in Utah, Mountain Time, everybody argues about the best time zone to watch sports. Being from the West Coast, from being from LA, I will always say, man, that Pacific time zone is awesome. But this Mountain Time zone is the absolute shit. I got football from 10 a.m. till damn near past midnight. Yes, definitely past midnight. We'd have games ending at like 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning here. So I'm always amped. For college football season because now I have an awesome schedule because I'm coaching my daughter in. Sorry, I am in a horse tournament right now, and I'm actually doing really, 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 really well. So I got to see what's going on with the horses. So, 2 minutes till the race. So, Mountain Time Zone is the best because it's an hour after Pacific Time Zone. So, it is personally my favorite. Everybody says God's Country is the best one. Mountain or West Coast. Man, when I lived in Hawaii, that was a great one because shit, that was 4 hours difference. And so, I was watching horses and football at like 4 in the morning. So it was awesome. But back to it. I really like UTSA this year. I think because of that schedule last year, their overall and conference, this schedule looks a little better this year. I got them ranked in the 70s, like 70, 71. Looks like this horse is going to be doing something. We'll see what we got. But I think them Roadrunners are going to be doing something. So keep an eye on them, especially, like I said, with this tournament, with the spreads. Some teams are undervalued or overvalued. You never know. And some of these big teams that they play, they're going to be shutting down by the third quarter. So then they could make a fourth quarter run. Last year they had 2 games like that were really awesome point spread wise. So another one that I think is going to be doing the same thing. My mom always laughs at me because I've loved this team since I was a kid. Love. And I lived up there for a quick minute. Love them Spartans of San Jose State. Oh, man. This year especially. But that coaching staff, I love that coaching staff they have. San Jose, they have no NIL money. Absolutely no NIL money. They could give you a scholarship pretty much. That's like their gist. But with that being said, the kids that play there, holy shit, they're there to play, and they're awesome. They're showing up. They're working hard. They're doing their thing. So this year, they got some awesome wide receivers transferring in. Their offensive and defensive line look awesome. I love, like I said, their offensive coaching staff. Their defensive side is awesome. Their coaches and trainers are dope. So they were 7-5 last year, 3-4 in conference. This year, I think they could go 11-1. Yes, I said 11-1. So I got them ranked 91st though in the rankings, but I think they could kill it this year. Their schedule works for them. Oh man, here we go. We got the toga loading up in the gate. But we're going. This is the only homer. One of the homer plays always because this is the school I wanted to go to. It's them UNLV Rebels, baby. Last year they were fucking They gave me the best ride of my life of a college football fan of their school. 10-3 overall. What were they? 7-6-1 in conference. They had that QB bullshit go on after game 4. My dude showed up, kicked ass. Oh man, like the one year I was able to talk shit about football. It was awesome. It was so great. But this year I see losses against UCLA, against Boise, and against Colorado State. All 3 of those are road games, so there you go. Boise State's always a hard place to play. Pasadena's always a hard place to play, especially if the fans show up. And it's going to be hot, but it's going to be cool to them. But UCLA got some big boys this year. I'm stoked for them. And Colorado State, that's a team I think is going to be tough this year, and especially them at home. So we'll see what comes about from that. But besides those 3 losses, there might be a 4th against Nevada. It is, I know they won, UNLV won last year and the year before, but I think it's going to be a lot harder this year because of all the transfers, new coaching, new quarterback, new defense, like new everything. And it is in Reno, and at that time of year, it is snowy and cold. And if it's going to be crappy my way, it's going to be crappy their way. So that might be a 4th loss for them. But the game I'm really looking at with this one, especially for the tournament, I'm hoping get up there. 8-5, and you're just holding on. Are you kidding me? You got to get past this horse. Sorry, guys. This tournament is a feeder into the big tournament. Oh, you gotta be kidding me, you dog. Is game 2. It's against Sam Houston. They should win huge. That is going to be Sam Houston's 2nd game in 6 days. So definitely going to be hoping to see a pretty good number on that. Personally, I'm going to smash the shit out of it because Sam Houston game 1 is oh my gosh, I might have just gotten by a nose, or I could have lost by a flaring nostril. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is why I hate favorites, and this is what I do. I comb for the dogs. I got UNLV ranked 58th in my power rankings. They are in that mid-pack, top 3rd. Damn it. Came 2nd. Got the exacta, but damn. Whole new coaching staff. That's where it's and it's a whole new team. But they have a pep in their step this year. As I watch a whole bunch of news from there and all that fun jazz, they have some really good reporting down there, and that would be fun to be a reporter down there. But I think they're going to do pretty damn well this year. So I wouldn't mind a 9-4, 10-3 season back to back. I will take it. But on to the next, and this team actually is getting a little steam that I've heard on other places. Oh, there's an objection. Oh shit, here we go. But me, Texas State. I only see losses really at UTSA, but that's a toss-up one. So that's another one where my 2 teams meet. So we'll see what the spread is on that to see if we can middle that shit. That would be sick. Moneyline that and freaking point it. Whew. But I also see when I love Jay Madison. Man, I see them coming in to Texas State winning. But I do like the quarterback transfer that Texas State got from Oregon State. The kid's actually going to have a line to block for him to throw. So we'll see. And then they have a Cal wide receiver transfer that looks pretty damn good. His quarterback last year didn't have a line, so that he couldn't get that many deep passes. But I think he looks pretty damn solid coming into this year. Last year they were 7-5 overall, 5-3 in conference. I think they get better on both ends of that side. I have them ranked 59th in my ranking, so you see where I'm at. I kind of dip past the top 25, top 30 because that's just what everybody has, the kind of where all the lines are focused. And so I dip into other ones. So, hey wife. But going down to another team that is getting a whole bunch of steam is that Georgia Southern. I love them this year. Their season opener on the road in Fresno against them Bulldogs. I absolutely think this is where they will steal this road game. Spread is awesome. Hammered it quite a few times. Money lined it. They look great. The total is a really nice number if you're looking into that side of games. Oh, the 7 did come out. Okay, we'll see what happens. But like I said, love them, love them, love them. 8:30, August 30th against Fresno State. That is going to be the game, I think, where you see some good plus money on that late. So, oh, keeping it. Kendrick looking like he's going in, taking his picture. Yep. Damn, Kendrick got me. They have 2 new receivers transferring in and a awesome looking tight end, big body. Hopefully to see him kill it in between the freaking hash marks. They have maybe 2 or 3 losses on their schedule. I see. Last year they were 8-4 overall, 6-2 in conference. I got them like 90th, 92nd, 94th, like all in the power. So like 94th. We'll take. I always like taking the lowest number and going from there. Don't do an average. I'll just take the bottom and go from there. Damn. Second. Okay, 5-1 in the big race today. Boston Finest is who I'm looking at today. Ricardo Santana Jr. 5-1, the freaking 5-horse. So hopefully we get that win in the Statue of Liberty. We'll see. But back to the football, we are going to Cincinnati Bearcats. They sucked last year. They were 5-7 overall, 3-6 in conference. But this year, man, besides that season opener is tough. But besides that, 4 losses total. You got Nebraska. They're on the road at Kansas. I think Kansas is going to be better than everybody's giving them credit for, especially being in their new stadium. That will probably be dope to watch on TV. On the road here in SLC against Utah. Utah is definitely going to kick some ass this year. And on the road at TCU. TCU is going to be fucking tough this year. Definitely like TCU's conference and non-conference schedule. They're gonna have something to say this year. But back to the list, I got Cincinnati ranked right in the middle, about 50, 51st, 52nd, so we'll go with 52. 4 losses wouldn't be bad at all. So we'll see how it goes. 7-5, 8-4, I'll take it. Be awesome. One team that's getting some run is them Hokies from Virginia Tech. I really hope they do well this year. I think they have a really good offensive line to protect and be able for the quarterback to get downfield. The season opener is 2 of my teams hooking up, so that's going to be but after that I see like 2 losses. One is the team that I think is going to be a team to be reckoned with, and it's that Louisville Cardinal. So that's one of the losses I see Virginia Tech having. Louisville looks freaking. I have them winning the ACC, so I love them. But Um, Going a little farther down south, we're going to where I lived, where I was happy as hell. It was in Columbia, South Carolina, along that Congaree River. Love, love. They've been getting a ton of talk this year. Them Gamecocks of South Carolina. They have a tough 2 month stretch from like November 20th, or not November, September 27th till like November 15th. They got a running back transfer from Utah State that I liked. He'll knock some heads down there. I'm hoping he stays healthy, especially with that line to block for him. He's got some turn of foot, so he'll be running north and south. And they got this big ass tight end transfer from Lexington, from University of Kentucky. Man, that kid should be tearing it up in between the hash marks. But um, um, besides that, like they have a really tough conference schedule this year. So I'm still sitting fourth. I gotta get top two get seats. Damn it. Yes, I know. Um, they are gonna be tough. I have them ranked 16th. I think they're gonna kill it. Their defensive line looks so good this year. They got a couple good edge rushers. Their linebackers look solid. Their defensive backs look great. Their offense looks great. I think they're gonna have a awesome, awesome tandem in the backfield to where they could keep defense off the field and fresh and eat that clock up for both them and the defense. But like I said, the team that I think is going to be tough this year is them Louisville Cardinal. I got them last year 8-4 overall, 5-3 in conference. I got them in like top 25 ish, 26, 27. That's like they're the top team that I'm following personally, besides South Carolina. But because South Carolina is in the SEC, that is what scares me the most for them. But Louisville, they play Jay Mad. Oh, that is going to be a shootout and a half. I see a ton of points. So if you like to play overs, that is one that I would look at. But after that, they both had all their hard games are at home. Clemson is at home, and Kentucky's at home, which that's going to be a slobber knocker. So I see them, me personally, like I said earlier, I see them winning the ACC. They got this USC quarterback transfer, and coach is kind of the new quarterback whisperer, so we'll see what this kid does. Look at what he did with the two homies he had the last couple years, especially the one last year getting drafted. So that will be quite good for this quarterback. That's why he probably transferred theirs, because he saw what he did with that kid. They kind of are pretty similar. So I see that being one of my big teams to follow for ACC games. Besides Clemson, everybody likes Clemson, and this is Dabo's homegrown team, so they are old and know the system. So that's why they're big, heavy favorites to win the ACC. So that's why another reason why I lean toward Louisville. I like the number. But one that I talked about earlier, Colorado State Rams. They are going to be tough. Overall, last year they were 8-4. In conference, they were 6-1. They were so good in the Mountain West, it wasn't even funny. They have a true home field advantage, especially that second half of the year, because you have to bus in. If you fly in, you have to bus in. So that is never fun. It snows a lot there. It's cold as shit. It's windy. So they always have some tough games there. But their tough games I see are on the 30th of August at Washington. Oh man, we'll see what Washington is traveling so many fucking miles this year. So is UCLA. Holy smokes! But then they play UTSA on the 20th of September in Colorado, and then they're on the road at Boise the week of, or no, I think it's the week before Thanksgiving. So, man, Disco Star is such a pretty gray. The Statue of Liberty today, 5.5, or no, it's a mile. It's a mile. Um, but they were second best in the Mountain West last year and the best in the state of Colorado. So I see them doing the same, if not being the best in the Mountain West. I really love Boise State, though. So again, second best behind Boise State. Wouldn't be surprised. Staying out here in the mountains, just up the road from me, them BYU Cougars. A lot of people say they're overrated, which, trust me, I hate BYU personally, like a passion. And it's just funny. It's kind of always in my face, especially at the store. And here at home, I'm surrounded by just all BYU fans. It's a cult. So they are crazy about their BYU football and their defense. This is their best team they've had probably since they've won the damn national championship in '84. Like, holy hell, this team is stacked. Both sides of the ball, special teams, like they have everything in place. Wide receiver, running back room, offensive line, defensive line, linebackers, corners, defensive backs. Like, shit, they were so stacked. Except their quarterback room. Like I said earlier, Slova's gotten some trouble up here with a girly. He dipped out to Tulane. Now, their best quarterback as of right now from camp that I've seen is freaking Burr. His name is Bear. Freshman. So, yeah, they got 3 quarterbacks dueling for this right now. So we'll see what happens with that. They just need a legitimate game manager. If this kid could not turn the ball over and just get about 3 first downs every other possession, they should whoop some ass this year. But it always comes down to quarterback play. And it's tough because BYU, this has always kind of been a quarterback factory. That's always one thing they never have to worry about. Shit, sister was hooking up with one when she first moved. Like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, this is quarterback central. And this year they don't have one. It's the one thing they need, and they couldn't get a chance. Like, oh shit. So last year they